up, everyone? Today, we're going to be talking about Big Brother Canada 4, episodes 27, 28, and 29.
That's right, guys. This is a Reality Room podcast with Paul and Chris, bringing you the latest on Big Brother Canada 4. So let's jump right into episode 27.
This is also, Paul didn't mention this, but this is also Reality Room podcast, episode 16.
It's Reality Room podcast, episode 16, guys.
So let's talk about episode 27.
Right, so if you guys want to look at a specific episode, we have the time things in the description. So if you want to look at episode 28, 29 to see our opinion on it, just go right in the description. Also, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes. So episode 27, we go back to a little flashback of the episode before that.
Yeah. It was like a 10-minute flashback. I was like, what are you doing?
Like, anime films don't even do flashbacks that long.
I mean, like, why do we need like over 10 minutes of old content?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. We know. Nikki, you're gone.
This just showed how little they had for the episode, I guess.
Okay, so, but their recap, we're just going to talk about a small portion of their recap because we didn't really see their diary room sessions while this was going on for obvious reasons. Nick says that he wants Cassandra and Tim up, but after they win the HOH competition, Phil stands up right away. Quick, the international players are going up on the block. Tim, Nikki, Papa Squat. And Nick is just pissed off because these are not the nominations that he would want.
Right, exactly. And everyone at home was kind of thinking probably the same thing. What had happened, it's like, why would you put up Tim and Nikki? You would obviously put up Cassandra and Tim. Yeah. So everyone at home was confused, and everyone, after hearing Nick, they're like, okay, so it's all Felipe's fault, and Felipe's an idiot, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. And Felipe is a very emotional player. Very
emotional. He was easily convinced by Cassandra during the HOH competition that they had a special deal or something, that she would not use veto if she won. Obviously, that backfired, and you know...
Now they can't trust Cassandra moving forward.
Yeah, and Tim's still in the house, which is not what they wanted.
Yeah, so pretty much the flashback was about trying to get Cassandra to not use the veto to save either Tim or Nikki. Yeah. She probably wasn't going to use it on Nikki, like, in their perspective. I don't know why they would think that, but...
I have no idea.
Anyways, so they're really pissed because Cassandra gave her word that she wasn't going to use the veto to save Tim, and she does anyways. Not really... I don't think it's a quite smartest move because they would have had the numbers to get rid of Nikki anyways. Yeah. Instead of like completely revealing that, oh, by the way, like I'm actually in a final to deal with Tim and I'm proving it to everyone.
Well, if it was Cassandra and Tim on the block, Cassandra would have used the veto on herself, and then it would have been Joel and actually, maybe you're right.
Yeah. They want to put Joel up on the block.
Okay, yeah. You're
but
right.
that's all in the past.
So Nikki was going this week no matter what.
No matter what. Bye, Nikki.
Because
sorry.
Joel's playing the middle. No one's going to vote out Joel because they're like, oh, Joel's on my side. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so moving forward to this episode, we want to figure out who the hell won the Head of Household competition.
Oh, yes.
So this Head of Household competition was about let's see, what was it about? Who was the HOH while this was going on? Yeah, exactly. So they talk about like certain things that were happening throughout the week that the person was HOH, and they have to figure out who the HOH was.
And they have to show the face of the person.
And it comes down to Tim and Kelsey. They do a really good job. And then this part, I was very confused. I didn't even tell you about this. But one of it was Dallas was wearing a cactus. Yeah. Dallas was wearing a cactus. And Tim thinks that Maddie won the HOH while Dallas was winning the cactus.
Yeah, I don't think Maddie won an HOH while Dallas was in the house.
No, that doesn't even make sense. The only time Maddie won
a double eviction,
Yeah, but like Dallas was not wearing a cactus suit while that was going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't really get why Tim did that. That was pretty...
It's just a momentary lapse of judgment.
I know, but
I mean, we've seen a lot of those, as we'll explain in the veto competition as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So Kelsey is the head of household. Phil's extremely happy because he's pretty much not going on the block.
And because Phil's hopelessly in love with Kelsey.
Yeah, too.
Poor guy.
The Freak Show Alliance is revealed, pretty much.
Tim is a fucking moron. Oh my god.
A stupid one.
They never... Like, they're drinking, right? Is this like some sort of party or something? I don't know. There's some sort of party, and Tim's drinking, and he just blabs out, yeah, it's called the Freak Show, because there's three of us.
And they're saying it's like Nikki and not Joel, and Joel's just sitting there like, what the fuck are you doing?
And Tim's like, it's not Nikki, she didn't know about it. And Cassandra's there like, shut up! Shut up!
So fucking
shut up!
So, Joel said that he might go berserk after Tim just was like going all out about that.
Yeah, like Cassandra went berserk
Kelsey
too.
regrets not getting rid of the trio while she still had the chance of doing that a while ago.
Right.
But now she does. And
but she didn't know about the trio.
She didn't know about it, but it's fine. Kelsey says Tim is the mastermind. Day 64, Kelsey says Cassandra is...
Is he the mastermind, though?
Not
really.
Kind of a little bit.
Cassandra's more of a mastermind than he is, just saying.
So Kelsey doesn't really trust Cassandra that much anymore.
Right.
Cassandra says everyone has been playing extremely dirty, and she starts crying, like, why is everyone throwing me under the bus, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I know.
About this whole thing.
I do find it... I feel like there's a common trend in Big Brother that when, like, a girl plays, like... that actually plays Big Brother like the right way, lying and deceiving, people just look at her like badly. I never understood this. I think Cassandra's playing a fantastic game. That's why she's so popular.
She's playing a different game, but like I do have a lot of respect for her.
Yeah, it's a great game. It's like a Dr. Willette's game, only she has won some competitions. She's very manipulative, very good at talking.
And that's how you play Big Brother.
That's how you play Big Brother. It's
whether you like it or not. It's not a personality contest.
It's like, oh, well, you're such good people because you're so honest, even though you're not honest. Come on.
But like no one in the Big Brother house is honest.
Exactly.
So I like this episode a lot because we're getting more about Kelsey. Like we're seeing more of Kelsey 2.0.
Oh my god.
I love Kelsey 2.0 a lot. She's extremely strategic. She's fooling. Kelsey is even playing, I think, an even better game than Cassandra because she came back into the house trying to convince people that she's an emotional player, but she's not.
Right. We all know that when she was in seclusion, she was with Levita, arguably the most thought-provoking player in the game.
Yeah.
So she learned from the best.
Yeah.
And, she ain't no emotional player.
She ain't no emotional player. Love you, Levita. Kelsey's plan is to get everyone think that she's an emotional player. Tim says that the bros are using Kelsey to keep himself safe.
They were loyal to Jared for weeks. So.
And then we have like the big argument about the pink room.
Right.
The whole argument about like Phil's like sitting in the middle of the bedroom and he's like, "Yeah, I have your back, Cassandra," and Tim and and then Tim and Cassandra were trying to blame Phil about like something about like they wanted to get rid of Kelsey or something like that.
Yeah. I actually saw this on the live feeds. Phil was covering his ass because he didn't think... He probably did before the HOH, but they showed it later in the episode.
Yeah.
Phil probably didn't think Kelsey would win the HOH. And let's face it, due to her track record, not a bad assumption.
Yeah, exactly.
So he was kind of discussing with Tim and Cassandra that, listen, let's keep the Metal Alliance alive and just get Kelsey out this week. Which, it's not a bad.
And they keep arguing about like the middle group and stuff like that. We're in the middle group. Who fucking gives a shit?
I know, there's no middle
We're in
group
Final
anymore.
Five. No one cares.
Who's in the middle now? Maybe Joel's still in the middle. But,
Yeah, well, not until later. But Cassandra keeps saying... Yeah, Cassandra keeps saying bros want to go back in the middle, some stupid shit like that while this was going on. I saw it on the live feeds through the whole fight.
It was actually really funny.
Tim says he doesn't like being called a manipulator. I mean... Why? Joel tells Kelsey that they're not trustworthy. Joel is pretty much throwing the brothers under the bus to Kelsey in the storage room.
Well, I mean, they're not, because they did flat out just lie to Kelsey there.
Yeah.
What? I mean, it's
I
true.
do, but I think like it was like telling like Tim and Cassandra what they wanted to hear because it's like you're playing Big Brother, you have to cover your ass.
I mean, I guess
that's what you have to do in Big Brother. But I do not think that Phil was gonna get rid of Kelsey.
No, I don't.
Absolutely
think so.
not.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, I mean that's fair. You kind of say what you have to. That's kind of like what Joel was doing in the next episode.
Right.
We'll get to that.
So Kelsey says that she's been nominated 3 times, and this is like a role reversal. Like now I get to nominate you guys for eviction. So her short list, which by default
is all four of them.
And
she's like, yeah, I'm considering putting all these people on the block. I'm like, I mean,
I'm sorry, you can't do that.
Are you really considering? Because you're probably not.
No. So Joel reasoning is because he's sneaky, bros because they're strong, Kelsey Cassandra because she lied and she's also a manipulator, and Tim because he's extremely strategic. She ends up putting Cassandra and Tim due to the simple fact that they are a dynamic duo and they have been this whole entire time.
Plus they're likely hopelessly in love with one another.
Kelsey also says that they have been playing a really great game up until this point, and I think Kelsey is starting, like the way she's talking, her switcheroo strategically is great.
Yeah, I agree.
When she was nominating them, it just sounded natural.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing in the game at this point. I mean, she's watched them live from the suites before, and she's gone through the weeks. And she always seemed like the more strategic between Jared and herself. Yeah. She always was the one saying, Jared, you have to talk to them, get yourself safe. Come on. Yeah. What are you doing?
All right, so let's go into episode 28, which is the veto competition plus the veto meeting.
Yes.
Tim says that they're smart.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. Who else are they going to put on?
Come on. Cassandra says Joel needs to win this. This is what they're trying to do. They're obviously, there's 5 people.
Alliance of 3.
Alliance of 3. And the thing is, Tim and Cassandra on the block, and, Kelsey's HOH. So the only thing they can do is throw the veto to Joel to get one of them off the block. So by default, Kelsey would have to name the brothers as a replacement nominee.
And that's the only way they would be able to keep the alliance intact.
Yes. So this is kind of like the Big Brother 16 Final 6 when Julia had to win it and take the Liz off the block.
Right, and Austin went berserk and crazy because Vanessa is a
total
fucking manipulator.
And we see something like this happen kind of, not as manipulative, but you'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
So Joel says he has to win this veto. He's prepping up, doing some, skipping around,
And I think what's really smart about Joel, because Joel is very, very loyal to his alliance right now.
Yeah.
He's going around the house and he's lying to the other side of the house. He's like, listen, I just want to win. I just want people to know I can play. He's pretending to be all sad. I'm like,
so they would throw the veto to him.
Yeah, exactly. This guy fucking went to acting school, all right. He's doing amazing. And Kelsey's like, oh yeah, of course, I understand completely. Yeah. I'm like, man, they're eating this up. It's great.
Right. So Joel is trying to convince that. Because the funny thing is, Joel thinks that Kelsey is an emotional player. It's like everyone is manipulating everyone, and it's fucking great. I love it. It's such a great season.
Give and take.
It's like they're even saying it in their diary room. It's just, oh god, it's great.
Except for Felipe, he's not manipulating it.
Well, no, not really. But I do give them credit that because they are a huge threat, they haven't been on the block as much. They only been on the block once.
Nick's a huge threat, not Felipe.
Yeah.
Let's get
So Joel. So we get a little funny clip of Joel singing "Call Me Maybe." I don't know why they just put that in there, but
apparently people were tweeting about this like crazy when it happened. People were like, "Oh my god, Joel!"
How did they get the rights of having them sing it on? I don't know.
I mean, it probably happened earlier in the week, so they probably just called them up, be like, "Yo, give us these rights."
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's just it probably only makes the song more popular.
And they're watching a movie, and Joel and Nick get. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a little weird.
They just do stuff to just make us. I don't know.
They're like, we don't have too much to show you, so we're just gonna make some shit up between this bromance between Nick and Joel, and we're gonna make him touch his junk in the diary room randomly. I'm like, all right.
Oh my god.
Whatever. Listen, whatever floats your boat, BB Can.
Whatever floats the boat. So the veto competition, they get to win. Winner gets to win $5,000 of Show Me.
Yeah.
And
it's pretty sweet.
They pretty much have to find pieces of the movies and get them in order. They have to memorize the movies on the screen and have to make sure that they get in order. And they're allowed to help each other out.
Right, and they have a bunch... Right.
Which is like...
This was set up for Joel to win. It's like, you're allowed to help each other out. Really?
It's so easy. How can you mess this one up?
I don't even...
Yeah,
I just can't even...
So the first round, Kelsey gets out first. First round, Kelsey wins.
Cassandra gets out first.
Right, I'm just going who got in first. So Kelsey won the first part. No, I'm sorry. Round 1, Kelsey, Joel, Phil, and Tim, they get their pieces, and Cassandra's the first one out.
Round 2.
Round 2, Tim, Phil, and Kelsey gets it last, and then Kelsey gets out. And then they get a little break, whatever.
Joel.
And then Tim is saying that Joel is not helping him in this whole thing.
Right, and maybe this is a lapse of judgment on Joel's part, but he should know that now's the time to show his loyalty to Tim and Cassandra rather than pretend to be loyal to Kelsey and the brothers.
Yeah, it's not really smart. What the thing is, too, is that it made sense why Phil was helping Joel, but it didn't make sense why Joel was helping Phil.
He didn't know what to do. When Felipe's like, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that.
And he wasn't helping Tim at all, and I don't know. It was just a disaster.
Yeah, it just wasn't. It was no bueno for Joel. No bueno. We're shooting this on Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Hey.
So round 3, Joel gets out, so that fucks that plan up.
Well.
And then round 4, Tim gets the advantage, and then round 5, Tim wins the veto competition, and he says that the Freak Show Alliance is over.
Yeah, and he says now he's an independent player. He's playing on his own, and I'm like thinking about it. Even I know this isn't an act.
Yeah.
But because he's saying this, I feel like it actually helps the alliance later, like between him and Cassandra.
Yeah.
Like,
because it's making it trying to like make it believable, like they're not really working together. But
but he's actually telling the truth. That's why.
Yeah.
So his outburst actually helped him and Cassandra out later. Right. Ironically, it fucked Joel over by a mile.
Yeah,
but,
Joel got fucked completely.
It helped the Tass alliance, that's for sure.
So Tim says he can't trust anyone. Cassandra's crying, saying she's going home on Thursday. Joel says he'll vote out the brothers over Cassandra. Or some shit like that. I don't know. Joel talks to Tim. Tim says he's going to try to use it. He's debating about using it on Cassandra, whatever.
Right. Okay.
To Joel.
Fair enough.
Cassandra says he should use it on her. And what happens is during the veto competition is that Tim reveals the Freak Show Alliance, and he says that he's pretty much done with Cassandra and Joel.
I think what's interesting, though, is that they show Cassandra in the diary room while she's talking to Tim, trying to get him to use it on her.
Yeah.
And when she does that, she's like, I'm going to have to go out there and bring out a bunch of crocodile tears, fake cry in front of Tim. And then they show Tim's diary room, and it's like, oh, I really have to think about this. I can't believe she's being so emotional right now. And I'm like, Cassie was so brilliant.
Cassandra's like just really good player.
She's a great actress.
Yes. Now let's talk about episode 29 of Big Brother Canada 4.
The eviction episode.
The eviction episode. We had God.
The eviction episode that shocked the world.
So Cassandra and Joel are on the block, and Cassandra pretty much thinks that she's going, but she has a plan that's going to change the whole thing up.
Oh, what is that plan, Chris?
She's going to try to throw Joel under the bus in front of everyone, and she does that.
Huh!
Yes. So pretty much everyone's outside of the backyard, I think, except for Nick. And what happens is
I think Nick's there too.
Nick's there too? I remember Phil was there. I don't think Nick.
I think Nick was there too.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Go on.
So, anyways, Cassandra tells Kelsey about like the whole trusting Joel thing, and Kelsey's like questioning Joel because Joel went to Kelsey and said, "Put up Cassandra and the brothers."
Right.
And when she told Joel that, Joel was denying it and say that he didn't do that, which really fucked him because...
Which he totally did.
Which he did say, yeah. And Kelsey's like, you are a liar. And right away, that was pretty much key. Like, Joel was not going to be in a really good position. Yeah, he was caught in a lie. And when you're caught in a lie in the Big Brother house, your game's fucked.
I think what's just really funny about that is that they just show Cassandra both outside just evilly smirking.
Yeah.
And also in the diary room evilly smirking. She's like, ha ha ha.
You have to love Kelsey, Cassandra. And Kelsey, too.
We love Kelsey, too. We love all the Final Four.
Yeah, so the episode's happening. There's two people voting, and if it's a tie, Kelsey's going to be the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people think that Cassandra would be a lot more better to get rid of over Joel, and it's really, really all debatable, I feel like.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard. It's the hardest decision ever.
I think what's stupid about what... I think one of their arguments is weak. The argument that Cassandra's making, it's like, yeah, me and Tim are not working with one another, and then having Tim come outside and say, yeah, we're not working with one another.
That's stupid.
Wink, yeah,
that's stupid. The argument that Cassandra should have said, which doesn't matter because we know that Joel goes home over a 2-0 vote, because Joel says something stupid.
Spoilers. Not really.
But we're going to be talking about that after. But Cassandra should have said to Kelsey that A, I kept you in the house when you were on the block with Rayul.
Yep.
I voted to keep you twice. And also, B, Joel put you on the block and got you evicted.
Yes.
Two things that would have guaranteed Kelsey's vote with the addition of Tim as well.
Yeah, I thought that would have been a very good argument because Cassandra has showed loyalty in the past. Joel is more of just...
And even though like Cassandra went after Jared... She didn't really necessarily go after Kelsey. She didn't put Kelsey on the block. She put Jared on the block.
Right. Even throughout the week, Cassandra was like, "Listen, Kelsey, I'm putting Jared on the block because it's best for my game. I don't want to see you gone necessarily."
Yeah. So it makes sense. I totally get that.
Yeah, I get that.
And so, and she's still playing it off as she's an emotional player, so I kind of get the...
Yeah, of course.
So,
she's still doing all this emotional.
I love it. It's great. So, eviction night happens, and, they have like their 30 seconds to plea, and I forgot what Cassandra's plea was. Was it something like going against Tim, or...
I don't remember, because Joel's was the only memorable one.
Yeah, the only thing we know is that Joel gets up and he throws Kelsey under the bus and throws the brothers under the bus.
I thought it was fucking hilarious. You see people in the background clapping. They're like, yeah, get on the brothers.
Yeah, and then we find out that the brothers vote out Joel, and then they also start clapping too.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like...
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Do I go here? Do I go there? And then Joel leaves, and he's like, freak show, yeah. And so it's like,
Joel made fun of the brothers outside too, and then everyone just starts clapping. I'm like
they're not loyal, blah, blah, blah.
And Joel's like, wow, I guess I can tell what the people at home think.
I mean, but the people at home voted for the brothers. I don't know. They're so contradicting.
I don't know.
They voted for the brothers to be HOH, like, I don't know.
Ever since they got rid of Nikki, though, I mean, they've been low on fucking jokers.
The brothers, really?
Oh yeah, they're like.
I don't think they're that bad. Like, I don't know.
Jokers, they're bottom.
Like, they're playing the game. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
So we go to the HOH competition, and they have to guess which they have. Like, it's like a lottery type of competition, and there's 6 lotteries that are going on. Ding, 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 like all 6. So it's like 1, 2, 3, and they have to guess which competition the players played in the video competition. And so far, it ends with Tim getting 2.
It was guess the competition based on the people in it.
Right. But then we find out, and we're going to be talking about some spoilers, which is that the brothers won the Final 4 head of household competition, and I love that.
There's no confirmation right now because obviously the episode isn't on and there's no feeds available. But according to some online sources,
Hamster Watch,
the brothers have definitely won HOH. So that puts the brothers in Final 3. What do you think about the brothers in Final 3?
I want the brothers in Final 3. I agree. I feel like it's very debatable as to who sits up next to them, and it's going to be a great Final 2.
Yeah, I think the brothers have played a great game. More Nick later on than Felipe. Nick won all the competitions.
Yeah.
I mean, let's get real here. Phil won 1, and that was like that was something you just bet shit on. I mean, come on. And Nick won like 3 vetoes, 2 HOHs. I mean, he has a lot on his belt right now. Very, very.
If they were playing as individual players, it would be completely different.
I know.
It'd be a completely different ball game. But they're playing as one, so.
I think Nick would have gotten out early if. Because they would have seen him as a big threat, and they would have gotten him out early, and Felipe would have been the floater at the end. So
we don't really have like any reality room news because not really much has been going on other than that Big Brother Canada 4 is going to end, and Sequester 2.0 is going to be happening this Friday.
Eviction next Wednesday.
We have.
Chris is on Sequester. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. But right now, we're going to be talking about like what's happening. So Sunday, we have an episode Sunday, which is the nomination ceremony that doesn't exactly
matter
at all.
As we all know, the Final 4 HOA.
It's just like, okay, who wants their picture on the fucking screen?
Basically,
that's pretty much what it is. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, why?
It's like in Big Brother 17. All right, like Vanessa's face was never on it, so let's just get her.
Basically, there's a 50% chance the noms stay the same, and 50% chance they don't.
Pretty much, yeah. So it doesn't matter.
HOH.
Like whoever's face wants to be on the mirroring wall, just let it happen.
Exactly.
So that's gonna be happening Sunday. Wednesday we also have a episode 2.
Yeah, Wednesday we have the special eviction episode that will bring us down to Final 3. And Marissa's like, yeah, it's gonna be a special eviction. No one's gonna see it coming. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure they will.
I heard Bruno's gonna be in it too, or something like that.
Bruno,
something about Bruno. I don't know. And then Thursday is the 2-hour finale.
2 hours? I mean, I think 2 hours is a good amount of time.
Oh, that's enough time.
Yeah.
Like, what else have they...
The first hour, they'll do the Final 3 competitions, and then the last hour do some voting and some talking.
So, we're going to be talking... so, I guess we'll just go into the final thing. Like, Sequester 2.0 is happening. Go to sequesteraccess.com. Mm-hmm. If you like strategy games, if you like competitions, if you like to see people fuck each other over, go to sequesteraccess.com. It's going to be happening... Eastern from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock at midnight from Friday to Friday. So it's only a week.
This Friday to next Friday.
Yeah.
So,
and you guys get to interact. Right. So you guys get to interact with the polls and stuff like that too. I know after
March 6th to March 13th.
March 6th to March 13th. And Unfiltered Feeds is going to be doing an after show after that.
Very nice.
And Audrey's going to be hosting the whole thing. And if you like strategy games, like, watch it. If you think you'd be good for it, apply for the show.
Sounds good. And
they're on their second season, and obviously it's doing some pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, and they had the mind to put Chris on, so that they must be doing something right. Or maybe they're doing something wrong. We'll find out next week.
Yeah, but let's just talk... Okay, I'm sorry.
You're right. Let's talk about the Final Four,
Let's talk about the Final Four, each of the Final Four.
And also our predictions on who's going to win at the end. Because our last prediction, both of our last
We never said Joel. Nothing with Joel.
We never said Joel. So we're looking pretty good right now. A lot of people would have said Joel last week. But anyway, let's talk about the Final Four.
Okay, so let's start off with the brothers.
Yes.
So let's talk about the brothers and who they would win if most likely with the three.
I think they had the best chance of winning against Kelsey. What do you think? Because a lot of the same people that would vote for the brothers would vote for Kelsey.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So we kind of split.
Only reason why I'm saying that is if the brothers are with Tim, there's a big possibility that Tim can win the game. Because of Nikki's vote and possibly Mitch too. And
plus Felipe wouldn't be in the jury house convincing people he's not Canadian. Don't vote him. Don't vote for him.
I feel like if the brothers are with Kelsey, it's a lot debatable.
Yeah, it definitely is debatable, but I feel like in the end the brothers win just because they won more competitions, and they can. I think.
But then Kelsey's plea would also have to be.
She would have a good plea. I have a good feeling she would have a good plea. Right. Felipe sucks at talking.
Yeah, so let Nick do it.
Yeah, but Felipe,
for now and I let Nick do the talking.
Felipe's also an
Phil just sit on the other couch.
Nick won the game. Sorry.
So that's pretty much that. Let's talk about Kelsey and Cassandra being final two.
See, that's a tough one. I feel like it would be split down the middle. I feel like it would be up to a Canadian vote, and I feel the Canadians would vote for Cassandra.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be a 4-4.
Yeah. But it would be a tough one if Kelsey...
Or 5-3. I feel Kelsey always has at least 3 votes.
Yeah.
She always has the brothers, she always has Jared, and she always has Raul. And possibly Mitch.
And possibly Mitch too, which is a 4.
Right, and that's why...
She's not going to get Maddie's. She won't get Maddie's. I
she didn't play.
Or Nikki's.
No, I don't think so.
Because we find out Nikki loves Cassandra, which was great.
I thought that was fantastic.
Fucking amazing. But what about Kelsey and Tim?
Kelsey and Tim. I feel like Tim wins that.
Yeah.
Although it all depends on how Nikki's feeling about Tim at the time. If Nikki feels like being a spoiler and votes for Kelsey,
that's true.
Then Kelsey would win because she would have more votes.
Yeah.
And America would probably... Not America. Oh, my God. I said America.
I'm sorry. Canada.
Oh, my God. Sorry, Canadian viewers. Canada... Oh, my God. Canada would probably vote for Tim. Although we're an American, we would probably vote for Tim, too.
And so, which combination did we not talk about? Cassandra...
We didn't talk about Cassandra with anybody yet.
Well, we talked about Cassandra and Kelsey.
Right. Cassandra and
Kelsey, and Cassandra and Tim.
See,
that's a harder one. I feel
very debatable. Very debatable. What do you think?
That's how I think.
Right.
Again, how...
the reason why this is a hard decision is because they're in an alliance together, so they're seen as a duo. Yeah. So, it's hard to discern who other people think played a better game.
And it's not like the Derek and Cody. This is not even close to a fucking comparison.
They've both played
tremendously well.
Tremendously well. I would say if they were the final two, a very, very strategic final two. Although we don't want Tim in the final two. Personally.
I don't want Tim.
No offense, guys. It's just
I'd rather have 2 Canadians.
No, I don't care about that.
So let's talk about now because we did really good with the what we said last time.
Yeah.
We're gonna say this one last time. Who do we think is good for the final 2? Who do we predict is going to be in the final 2? I think the brothers are definitely going to be in it.
Yeah, I also think that.
I think the brothers are going to win the final HOH because we know they're automatically going to final 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to be the brothers, and if the brothers win it, it just depends on that veto.
Yeah, it really does.
If we found out who that won that final 4 veto.
Well, then we'd only have 3.
I think how would it be? I think probability-wise, it would be the brothers and Kelsey.
Okay. This is what I said last week. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with Cassandra and the brothers final two. Yeah. Although I don't know how that's ever gonna happen because I don't think they would ever take each other.
Yeah.
The brothers, I don't think they would ever take each other. But that's what
unless
I would like
Tim's
to see.
out and then Cassandra wins the final one and thinks that she can beat.
Yeah, but over Kelsey though, I don't know.
Because Kelsey has those 3 votes already. It's like season 17, but like we have
hard.
It's a great season. To me, this is probably one of the best Final Fours ever.
Right, because we don't know who's gonna win.
And I want to point out too that no matter who wins this game, they're gonna be known for something. Each and every single one of them is gonna be known for something. I told Paul this too.
Yeah.
Tim's gonna be known for the first international player to ever win Big Brother.
Not in their home country.
Not in their home country. The brothers are gonna be the first. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be the first house guests to ever win something that made them a twist.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and they've never had like 2 people playing as one.
Yeah,
ever. So that's gonna be a first. Kelsey will be the first person to have gotten evicted, come back in the house, and win the game.
Win.
That's also very good.
Very huge.
And Cassandra, and this one's great too, is gonna be the first house guest to ever have the most votes evicted by her and win the game.
Right,
because she had 5 votes against her.
Right, it's week 2.
Yeah,
week 2.
no, week 3.
Week 3?
Yeah, because the first week was Paige, second week was Shari, and third week was...
Oh, right.
So no matter what happens, and I love it because Joel's gone, so Joel can't be a first of anything.
Yeah.
This is going to be a first ever.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty incredible, guys. I mean, we're going to be making Big Brother history. Yeah. No matter what.
No matter what.
Next Thursday.
Yeah. I'm very proud of the season.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to give a round of applause
to all the house guests, because you know what?
They were all great players.
They were all great.
All of them made the season.
I was just so happy with the gameplay this season, and there wasn't one player that I hated, like, the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like everyone...
Like, we had, like, arguments here and there, but they were all very, very great players. We had some Mitch, some Lavita, even Dallas. Like,
I know. Remember the beginning? We didn't like Dallas, then he grew on us again, and then he left.
I will say that this is not a Final Four that, if you watched the beginning of the game, you would expect.
No, not at all.
Not at all. I would not have thought Cassandra would have made it to Final Four.
No, yeah, you're right.
And Kelsey, too.
She's a talker, but, she's very manipulative, and we didn't expect that from her.
No.
I'm actually very happy with the results of this game.
Season was great, and I guess that concludes our episode. Right. We have one final episode of Reality Room Podcast, what Big Brother Canada 4, and that's going to be a long one.
Right, so next Thursday we will be going over the next 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm. And the finale.
Which includes the finale.
Which includes the finale as well.
So, I guess until then, guys.
All right, so this has been... Reality Room Podcast, episode 16.
With Paul and Chris. Until next
time.
Peace.
Later, Gator.
Whoa.